I once read an account about a man who lived long ago in a mountainous area in Europe. And he was a wealthy man who wanted to leave the town that he had grown up in a legacy before he died. And so he decided to build the town a church on top of the mountain. He couldn't think of a better gift to leave his city than a church that was dedicated to worshiping the God that he loved so much. He didn't let anyone come inside the church the entire time that he was building it. He said you would only be able to see the church after it was all done. Then we would have a big open house and everybody would be able to come in all at once. And so they worked on the church and everyone was excited to see what was going on inside of it. And then finally the church was done. And on the outside it looked beautiful. And on the open house everybody went in, and on the inside it was just as beautiful. It was magnificent, it was marvelous. But as people were walking around the inside of the church, someone noticed there are no lamps. There were no lights. He didn't install any places to turn on a lamp or light a candle or anything like that. And so the guy who noticed that first, he went up to the guy who built the church and he pointed this out. He said there are no lamps. Where are the lamps? And the man looked at him and said, I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose. And then he took the big crowd and he led them out to a certain part around the church, and there were a whole bunch of lamps there. And he gave each family its own lamp. And he said, these are for you. So that every time you come to church, you're supposed to take this lamp with you. And then when you do, the place where you sit, it will provide light. It'll be a reminder of the wonderful power that we have in this world to provide light. And when you come here, your seat will be lit. But if you're not there, the place where you normally sit, it'll be dark. It was necessary for them to bring their light. And we see that same principle show up in the Christmas story with the shepherds, that when they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby who was lying in the manger, and when they had seen him, we don't know how long they stayed, but it wasn't long before they spread the word concerning what had been told them about this child, and all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. And you know what the shepherds saw then? The power of their light. They went out, these nobodies, these people that were overlooked by everyone and nobody wanted to hang out with. And they created joy and peace and amazement by simply sharing the news of what they had seen and what they had heard about the baby in the manger. Their light was powerful, and so is yours. We are now a day after Christmas, a day after the celebration of our Savior's birth, and I hope it was amazing for you. But you are a light, which means that you have a job to do. Let that light shine within your own home, powerfully. Let that light shine in your community. Let that light shine among all the people that you meet, so you can make the same kind of difference that the shepherds did, so that through you, God might bring joy and amazement and peace to somebody else living in this dark world that we all have experience in. Is there someone in your life who has done for you what the shepherds did for that town? Somebody who has helped steady you, give you peace and joy and amazement at what God has done for you? Somebody who has shown their light and you benefited? Why don't you take them in this video as a way to say, thanks for letting your light shine, and to let them know that their light has made a powerful difference. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey everyone, Pastor Mike here with Time of Grace. Did you know that our ministry is 100% donor funded? That's a fancy way of saying that we don't receive buckets and buckets of money from the government or from any church or denomination. Instead, our ministry is completely fueled by people just like you. People who listen and watch our videos, people who give generously, and people who allow this message to spread to more and more souls whose lives are then changed. So for all of you who give, thank you so much. And for all of you who haven't given yet, we would love for you to do so. We really need your support. We want to reach people now with the good news of Jesus, which is why we need your help. Thanks for praying about that. Thanks for considering it. And thanks in advance for your support. God bless.